So I've rewatched my session from yesterday and I'm dying inside. I'm dying inside. The post session hangover is so real. It's crazy from like a vulnerability standpoint that I went for it and I put myself out there and now it's out there and I can't take it back. That part, I'm still working through it. It's better than last time, but it's still there. The other thing about this that's making me laugh is someone in my comments in my video yesterday was like, "I loved your chaotic energy." And I'm you guys, my sessions are so chaotic. And I mean chaotic in like a frenetic, high energy, talkative, bouncing off the walls kind of way. Not chaotic in that the information is crazy. I mean, it's mind blowing, but it's like exciting, invigorating, grounding, I think. But like the information and energy comes in so fast and furious that it's super chaotic watching me just like at least I can laugh about myself. Here's the thing though. I have all the clairs, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clair empathy. I have all the clairs, but the claircognizance is my strongest one, so it comes in as these knowings, and it feels like a lightning bolt of information wrapped in a package. So I get the information like a jolt. And if it's particularly shocking or like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, I will like have a reaction to it. And then I have to kind of unwrap it a bit to figure out how to communicate it because it's telepathy. I'm getting it as a download, as a whole thing, a whole last thing. And then I have to unpack it to communicate it to you. And so it's so funny watching it as a spectator. I look insane. But when I'm experiencing it, it's so fast and furious and rich and layered, and because I'm seeing images and I'm hearing things and I'm feeling chills and I'm feeling energy and I'm getting the knowing, and then I'm seeing the further I dig into the little packet, the download, the more it expands and I'm seeing more and more and more. So from the inside, as I'm experiencing it, it's like 10 times more chaotic than what you're seeing. Because I'm just like, I'm getting this, and then I'm kidding that. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. But I guess I wanted to talk about this today for people who are psychic, who are intuitive, and who are building more of that or want to build more of that. Like there is, I think for a lot of us, there's a huge level of self-consciousness because we're putting ourselves out there in a world that by and large doesn't believe us, doesn't believe in what we do and that these abilities are even real. And so we're putting ourselves out there and doing this thing. And when the energy is live and you're receiving and you're transmitting, it's so alive and active that you're just in it. And then when you close down and you go back to your normal life, it's such a jarring difference between the active energy of being open and receiving and then just like me being a human living my normal life. That's also what can make us doubt what we've received because the vibration is very different. It's very different. And I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? Like it's weird. It's weird. That's all I'm going to say. It's weird. When you're in it, it's such a wildly different state than when I'm just being human. It's weird. And that's also why I want to talk about how important it is to be able to shut it down. Okay. People have, when they find out I'm a medium, people are like, oh, well, and they are like, well, who's around me now? Like, or like, oh, it must suck to go to a haunted house. Because the assumption is that when you're psychic, you're just seeing everything there is to see and you're just open all the time. And if that were true, you would die. Like it would be so much energy, so much to process. Like your body can't process all of that. Which is why when you see me just opening up in session and asking for very specific information, and I'm just like, I'm like getting hit with it, and then I have to process all this energy. It is a lot. It is a lot. And so if you were to leave yourself open around the clock, you'd short circuit. You would die. That's not healthy, and it's not possible. There's so much. Oh, there, I can't even explain how much there is to get. I was just tapping into the socio-political forces at play in March, and for an hour and a half I was like zing zing zing, like I was just tuned into the one thing, and granted, March is a big month, but if I were also tuned into the dead and the energies of my clients and what's going on with nature and what's happening in this other country, like there's so much information to even get that you have to be very vigilant about what you're tuning into, and then you have to shut it down when you're done. You have to stop the flow of information. You have to get back in your body, ground, get back into real life, and disconnect from all that stuff. So this is just advice from your psychic big sis to people who are developing their abilities, or maybe who want to put themselves out there more, but you feel weird about it. Like, listen, sis, we all feel weird about it. It's weird. It's weird. We feel, okay, I won't say all. At a certain point, I hope I'm going to evolve beyond this. And I know that a lot of my peers don't feel the same self-consciousness that I occasionally do. It is weird. And you do put yourself in a vulnerable position. And there is such a stark difference between the energies of that and being human that the difference of it feels jarring. So if you're just developing, like, go easy on yourself. Take it easy. Do this in measured steps and take your time with it. You will adjust. You will grow. It's all good. You got this.